Hello, my gorgeous friends. Welcome to our nutrition bootcamp call this week. And thank you for giving me some grace. For those of you who are watching the recording and don't know, I pushed this back by 30 minutes because this mama needed a power nap. And I don't know what the magic sauce is, but I heard somewhere, some way that 21 minutes, when you set a timer and you like sleep for 21 minutes, it works. Um, it's weird. I don't know. It works though. It really does. And Blake has started doing it recently and it's kind of fabulous. So like, ooh, my husband's taking little power naps too. I am never, ever, ever going to be one of those people who shames you or anyone else for taking a nap. I am actually listening to the book called Essentialism. I actually just finished it. And he talks about the importance of getting 8 hours of sleep. And y'all, I am not someone who gets 8 hours of sleep. I am someone who like functions very well and very fine on 6. But ever since listening to that book, he talks about, the people who don't get 8 hours of sleep, they think they can function really well on fewer. Like I just said, I can function really well on 6. And in the book, he's like, but those people are just so used to being tired that they don't even really know what it feels like to get a full night's sleep anymore. So ever since that book, I've been really challenging myself to get more sleep. And I'm still waking up really early. I'm still going to sleep at the same time, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give myself the grace to give myself a nap in the middle of the day. And I'm not even going to feel regret or shame about it. And that's the season of life that I am in. And that is not even what I was planning on talking about at all. So that just came out of my mouth, and you know what? It's all right. And I appreciate you guys though for rolling with me and letting me push this back so that I could be at a better level when we jumped on together. So thank you. I want to chat today about embracing where you are and letting go of all things that you should be. And that's kind of why I said that, just barely, because I think I was literally like taking a nap and I did my 21-minute timer thing already. Well, let's be real. I did 16 minutes because by the time I got my kids down for nap, I didn't have 21 minutes before I could like do my thing, whatever. And my timer went off and I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I feel like I need a little bit more sleep. Suck it up, Bryn. Get up. You gotta go do this call with your people. And then this like little voice in my head was like, Bryn, what are you talking about today? Letting go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. And the little voice was like, okay, so do you think your people will be all right with it if you push it back by 30 minutes? And embrace where you are, that you're still tired and you'll function better if you take a little bit longer nap. Yeah, I think they'll still love me. Okay, great. Then just send a quick little message and it'll be all right. Okay. Little voice in my head. Sounds good. Thanks. Okay, great. So that's what I did. And then I set my timer again for 21 more minutes. All right. And then I felt much better the second time it went off. And this week, I did something huge. I have had this little idea in the back of my head to start a podcast. And I have like on one side the shoulder angel that's like, oh yeah, girlfriend, you go, you do it, like this will be so good. And then this other little shoulder angel that's like, who the freak are you to think that you can start a podcast? There's a girl that I very much love and admire, and she's in the Beachbody world, and she just barely this year started her podcast. And she's been a Beachbody coach for 7 years. She makes way more money than I do, has a way bigger impact, way bigger income, way bigger team, way bigger, whatever, all the things. And so this little voice, this like shoulder devil was like, you need to wait until you're like making what she's making, and you need to wait until you have a team as big as her. And if she couldn't even start till now, 7 years in, you need to wait till 7 years in. You need to wait till right? And then this other voice was like, no, you have something, you have a message that you want to share. And this is just an extra platform. Like, do you have to wait to start an Instagram account until you have a certain amount of followers? No, like that's how you get followers is you start your Instagram account. Like you open it, right? And you start posting. And I had a couple naysayers in my life, and honestly, like family. My family was the closest people that were like, I hope it goes well. Let us know when you start it so that we can help you up your listens. Like, and I messaged my family, like after I recorded my first episode, I'm like on this high, I'm like so excited. And one of my stepsisters was like saying all this, like, let us know when you do it so that we can help you up your listens. And just her whole vibe was like, who are you to start a podcast? And it's gonna flop, and you're gonna probably have 6 listens, and it's probably gonna be your family. And I was like, boo, watch, you look out, okay? Because I got this message on my heart, and it's gonna speak to a lot of people. And for those of you, you guys are my lifers, you guys are my people. My podcast is gonna be all about mom guilt. And I want to interview 1 million people so that it applies to everybody at all stages and ages and phases of life, so that it applies to moms who are, they're empty nesters, and it applies to moms who they got 1 kid, and it applies to me. I'm unmarried. I want to be a mom, but I don't even have a spouse. And so therefore I can't have children. And like all the things, and I'm very excited about it. And I think it's going to be freaking awesome. And I'm already a mom. I don't have to wait till I make $1.5 million a year and have a team of 5,000 to start my podcast about mom guilt. I'm already a mom. I already have this message on my heart. Okay. So the next day after I did this thing, I mean, it's not released yet. It's not releasing till the first Monday in November. Because I still got some like back end unglamorous editing, whatever stuff to do. But the next day I lost 1.8 pounds, and I hit my pre-Ellie birth weight in a day. I had been playing with this same weight. I was like 1.8 pounds away, 1.6 pounds away, 0.8 pounds away, 0.6 pounds away, 1.6 pounds away, 0.6 pounds. And then I was doing this like I'm so freaking close, but I just am not getting there. And I just want to hit my pre-Ellie weight. And I shut this little shoulder angel up and said, suck it, yo. I have this message on my heart. I'm going to do it. And I did it. And I'm putting it out in the universe that it's going to happen because I want to, and I don't care what everyone else thinks. I want to do it, and it's authentic to me. And I lost this weight that I was unable to lose for over a week and a half. And I don't think that's a coincidence. I remember being at a lunch when I was a brand spanking new baby coach with another coach on our team. And I don't even know what her like title is, but essentially I think she's a therapist, but she was talking all lunch long, and we all were just like fascinated by her. Like, just keep talking because you're teaching us all these amazing things. But she just essentially was telling us like where our bodies hold on to weight, there's something in your past that needs to be healed. And like, she talked about like when your stomach, when you have excess weight in your stomach, there's this specific like area or avenue of your life. Typically that means you have some sort of family relation. I can't remember what she said, but just to give you like context and examples, like weight that you've held onto in your stomach, that typically means you have a relationship in your past with your family that you need to resolve, that hasn't been resolved. If you hold excess weight in your thighs, in your booty, in your arms, and whatever, there, and we were like, what? Like, that's a thing? And her name is Laurel. I can't remember her last name, but anyways, it was just so fascinating to me. And every time, maybe this is too much information, but every time I do something hard like this, like, you know what, I don't care what XYZ person so-and-so says, I'm going to be authentic to me and I'm going to do what I want. Not in like a, I do what I want sort of way, but like, I don't care about the other opinions of other people. I'm going to embrace fear. I'm going to do the things that scare me. And when I step up and into my authentic self, the person that is in me that is like banging on the door trying to come out, and when I finally embrace that and let her out and let her shine, again, maybe this is TMI, you guys, but like, I literally like go to the bathroom way more than I should that day. And I'm not talking about going pee, okay? And it is literally almost like my body releases like stuff that it's been holding on to. And like, I don't know, it's weird. And it has not happened just once. It has happened multiple times. When I forgive someone, when I'm going through this like betrayal trauma thing with my coach, I've hired a mentor that I talk to one-on-one. And when I step outside of myself, or when I find a new barrier, when I break past a new thing that scares me, when I find something that's been holding me back and I push through it, when I find a new desire on my heart and I go for it, even though I'm afraid, I have these sort of like physical aha moments in my own personal health journey. And when I woke up the next morning and I got on the scale, I literally got on and off 3 times to make sure that I wasn't dreaming. Because I mean, it's been my goal for like 7 months to hit my pre-LE weight, right? And I've been so close for a month and a half now. And when I finally allowed myself to step into my dreams, I released the weight. I didn't lose it. I released it. And I just want to give you permission to step into you. Okay? Every single one of us, like Kronk status, right? From Emperor's New Groove, we have that angel, we have that devil, and we have those little voices in our heads that tell us why we can't, why we shouldn't, why we're not enough, why we won't be able to. And we literally have to tune those voices out and listen to them enough to know what they're saying, like I've said in previous calls. But okay, I heard you. I know what you're saying to me. Now I'm going to tune you out and I'm going to focus on this one instead. And I'm going to hear this one. What is this one saying to me? I'm going to turn it up. And then I'm going to act on these tiny inklings that are so quiet and so small, but repetitive. They're repetitive. And they keep coming back to you. They keep revisiting. They keep coming back, and they're small and they're quiet and they're tiny and they're not boisterous or loud. They're just small. Just repeating to you over and over again something that you need to hear, something that you need to do, someone that you need to reach out to, something that you need to learn more about, a comfort zone that you need to step outside of and embrace. And that I was looking through I have this note in my phone that just says quotes I love. And it's funny, like 90% of the quotes that I have saved from all the personal development books I've listened to have to do with stepping outside of your comfort zone and embracing who you are instead of embracing who you think you should be, or who the world thinks you should be, or who your mom thinks you should be, or who XYZ whatever thinks you should be. So there's so many books that touch on this, and Fear is My Homeboy is one of my very favorites. Gifts of Imperfection is another one of my very favorites. The book Start by Jon Acuff is another one of my very favorites about this concept. And I would encourage you, if you have not listened to any or read or listened to any, if not all of those, I would encourage you to, because those are probably like top 3 of all time ever books. Okay. It's going to make me emotional. I'm just going to read it so that I can get through it without forgetting or getting too emotional about it. My team is named Powerful Beyond Measure because of this quote. You ready? I'm probably going to cry, and it's fine. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I heard that quote for the first time when I was a freshman in high school, and I knew that quote was going to change my life someday. Indeed, it started to that very day, and it's been my favorite ever since. And again, my team name, I don't even know that my team knows this. My team name when I first started coaching was Destination Bliss, because Ashley, my coach, she has Bliss in her name. And then her coach, Jaylyn, has Motivation Nation, and her coach has Team Inspiration. So everybody incorporated Nation. And so I was like, I need to do Nation. And I needed to do Bliss. So mine was Destination Bliss. And then it just wasn't speaking to me. And one day I was like, Powerful Beyond Measure. And this little voice was like, that's stupid. That's not even a team name. No, it doesn't have the word team in it. It doesn't have the word nation in it. No, that's stupid. And this other voice was like, it's perfect, because you love that quote and it's your team and you can do whatever you want with that. And obviously you guys know which voice I listen to, right? But all the time we've got these two opposing forces trying to keep us down, keep us small, help us grow, lift us up. So please be aware of the two opposing voices, and which one are you feeding? Are you giving in to your deepest fear that you're inadequate? Or are you rising up to your light that you are powerful beyond measure? And you're embracing that fear and liberating others because you have a gift to share with the world that only you can give. So I love you. You're the shiz. You're enough. You are beautiful and fabulous and talented and incredible. And you, my friend, are worthy of love and belonging. And you are enough exactly as you are. So I love you. I believe in you. And if you're on the recording, I will see you later. If you're on live, stay on live and we'll keep chatting. Okay?